Welcome to Charlotte's Wandering Web with your adventurous guide to the good times, Charlotte Tweed. Each week, Charlotte takes you on the journey of a lifetime to a delightful Caribbean locale where the sun never sets on your good life at a great price. And now with her muy amigo, Carib Carter, here's your host, Charlotte Tweed. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Charlotte's Wandering Web, one of our favorite podcasts of the week at offshoreclubandescapeartist.com. And Charlotte has been wandering all over the place this week. So let's find out where she's been and what she's done. Charlotte, welcome. How are you from Mexico?
I am fantastic, Carter. I haven't been wandering a lot of places, but there's been a lot of life events happen this week.
Well, that's even better than wandering a lot of places. Yeah. So fill us in, top to bottom. What has been going on?
Well, the most important thing, the most life-changing game changer was we got our temporary residency in Mexico.
Congratulations. Fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So that was an incredibly easy experience. It was almost like just going and getting a driver's license. It was so easy how they made it.
Wow.
Yeah. It's the amnesty program the government put in place because of COVID. So we didn't have to provide proof of income. We just had to state how much we made, who we worked for. They wanted to make sure it was not a Mexican company that we were working for, type of thing. Answer a few really not really personal questions, but just really about us in general, where we did live in Canada, why we're here, why we want to live here. And honestly, we just kind of walked up to a wicket, like just buying or applying for your license. It was so simple. The only documentation we had to provide was our passports and our visas that we had.
Fantastic. Now, did you have to provide documentation, proof of income?
No.
They just took your word for it.
Yeah, but under the amnesty program, we didn't have to. If we would have been in Canada applying, we would have had to prove our income, shown proof of income. And I think it's because we're already here. So it's like we're not trying to get into the country. They put it in place because of the COVID restrictions. Like for us to go back to Canada is not an easy thing. And then once we get back, we can't leave. So that was our reason. We did not apply from Canada for our temporary because of the travel restrictions. And that's all they needed to know.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So
I think you are much better off now in Mexico than Canada. I'm just going to tell you, or in the US, frankly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. That is great. Now, did it come with it did it come with the sombrero?
No.
No sombrero.
No sombrero. No, they took our fingerprints. They took our picture for our cards because in 2 weeks, it'll be about a week now, our cards will show up. So it'll be sort of like a little driver's license type of card, like what you get, like a green card.
Fantastic. And they were very efficient.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It took a while. Like the whole process was about 2 hours because it's not a fast. We'd go up and ask some questions, then go sit down, then go answer some more questions, then go sit back down. They'd print out some more paperwork. We'd have to sign things. So, but really, all in all, it was very simple. A cute thing that happened while we were there. My husband is tall. He's about 6'4", and Mexicans are short. So when they went to take his picture for the ID, the camera wouldn't fit on the desk. It was on some tripod. The legs were falling off because they had to stretch it up so high for him. And then our immigration lawyer had to lift up the whiteboard behind him and hold it up in the air so it was high enough behind his head for the picture.
It's so funny. But
I would have taken a picture, but they don't allow that in immigration. So,
I had to ask about efficiency because when my wife went in Honduras to apply for her visa to come to the U.S., right, to the Honduran office that handles that, she called me and said, "Amor, es muy grande problema." I said, "Well, what is it?" And she said, "Well, they have my wrong birthday and they think I'm a twin. What should I do?" I said, "You tell them that's exactly right. That is my birthday. And my sister's back home give me my visa. And that's what she did. It was like, it'll, it'll take another 6 months to a year if you have to convince them of anything else. Just say, yeah, see, perfecto. So you had a much better experience.
Yeah, from the moment we contacted the immigration attorney until we got our approved temporary, I'd say 3 weeks
Fantastic.
maximum for the whole process. So
Now, does that entitle you to any kind of special privileges? Like in Honduras, there's a Tricero program.
um,
It-
I don't think really at this, like, we don't get any discounts or anything like that because we're not
no,
retired, we're working. What it does really give us, it gives us the freedom. That's what we're looking for. Really, that's
good,
all we cared
good.
about. We can come and go as we please. And with the Amnesty one, it's good for 4 years for the temporary, and then we can apply for permanente.
Fantastic.
So really, that's what we really cared about. You know, we can stay here now and come and go in and out of the country. We don't have to worry about any tourist visas or anything like that. So
That is wonderful. And it seems to me it
mhm.
only from the day you applied till you got it, how long was it?
He said it was about, from the moment we contacted the immigration officer the first time, it was about 3 weeks. Because we
How
had
long?
to, about 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. They've made
That's
it
great.
very easy, very easy. It's surprising how easy it was, really.
That is great, folks. Those of you who are I get a lot of emails saying I'm really interested in Mexico, folks. That's great news
Hmm.
from someone who has done it.
And if you
That's
are outside of Mexico and you're seriously thinking about it, I would go apply for a temporary now. A friend of mine in Canada did. She's not coming down until August. And she even said she did have to provide the proof of income and provide more documentation than we did because she's outside of the country. But she even said, I can't believe how easy that was.
it
So,
is wonderful.
mhm,
That is wonderful.
mhm.
The now the president of Mexico, he seems to be doing a pretty good job. I mean, he was elected, I think, what, 3 years ago or so, right? I
It might
think
have been a
three.
little bit more. Yes, and I think they have a 5-year term.
Okay.
So I think he's in for 2 more years. I don't, from what I've seen, I've liked things he's said during the whole COVID lockdown
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
what happened around the world. I was following because we were going, where are we going to go? And I really liked what he had to say. You know, of course, there's people here who aren't happy with their politics. You're going to get that anywhere, no
You
matter
get
where
that
you
anywhere.
go.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen, I've been happy with what, I mean, look at how well they've treated us.
It's just fantastic. Oh yeah, he was much better than most
Mhm,
of these presidents during
mhm.
the whole COVID hoax. I mean, he wasn't as good as Ortega. Ortega was the best. Ortega told his people, "I'm not your father. Do what you want."
Yeah,
You know.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I think he was not far from that, so that was
yeah,
very good.
yeah. They didn't have
Yeah,
much for lockdowns here either. Yeah.
yeah. So that is wonderful. So what? In addition to getting your permanent residency, which is really fantastic, what
Yeah.
else has been going on this past week since we last talked?
Well, because we got our residency, now we can look for a place to live. So we found the most perfect little condo that is just, it's just my little dream spot. So we went down,
Really?
yes, we put a deposit on that today. So super excited about that. And the interesting thing with this, when we first got here, we thought, yeah, we really like it. And my husband loves looking at real estate. That's his business. He's in real estate. And so, of course, he started looking right away when we got here for longer term rentals. What are the prices? What's included? What areas? And there was one condo that came up. And for us, we were looking for 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And this condo came up, adorable, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, spacious, the lovely colors, like the Mexican color, rich Mexican colors,
Right?
uh, tastefully decorated, nice, red furniture. And I love the red's my favorite color. So love the red
Very
furniture,
nice. Okay.
colorful lights, colorful pictures, granite countertops. It's got a swimming pool, 2 outdoor sitting areas, a little courtyard. But of course, we weren't looking to rent at the time and it came off the market. So then we got approved on Friday, and he went back to look, and he's okay. Well, there's another one in the same building, the same complex. It was very similar, and it's for rent. Okay, so we contacted the realtor and to show us the place. We went and looked yesterday, and my husband. This is the beauty of communication in a 27-year marriage. When we went and looked, we got there, and I'm like, okay, well, this is the place. And Daryl's, well, the stairs are a different color. Something's not right. And I'm like, no, this is the place you showed me. Okay. I'm like, yeah, we love it. We'll take it. We got back home and Daryl showed me on the computer. And the one that I loved to begin with was the one that actually came back on the market that we were supposed to look at, which was right next to it. I said, you never told me that one was back on the market, that was the one we were going to look at. And he's, oh, yeah, surprise.
That is wonderful.
Yeah. So we went back and looked at that one today. And I absolutely love it. I love it. It's in our price range. I'm so excited. We have a home. We have a home.
You have a home. Now, are you buying or renting? Are you going to buy or rent?
No, we're renting.
Renting,
yeah. And it's in a beautiful neighborhood, beautiful streets. There's palm trees in the courtyard, flowers, fountains. I'm so excited. Yeah.
Swimming pool. You said swimming pool?
Yeah, there's a swimming pool. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. I'm
excited. That is just wonderful. And what's the price range, if you don't mind my asking?
It's $950 US.
$950 US, but this is for 2-bedroom, right?
2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. The 1-bedroom, and it's great when we have visitors because the upstairs that's the bedroom, but they're nice big bedrooms, and there's the bathroom up there, and they're to go to the outside sitting area up there. That's through an access through the bedroom as well. So when we have visitors, it's almost like they have their own little unit.
Very, very nice. So this is really, this is not bare bones at all. This is a very nice apartment. It probably costs you maybe twice that much in the U.S. In the U.S. would cost you twice that much. Easily.
Yeah. For us, what this is, we would have paid probably about $1,800 to $2,000.
Yeah,
and that would be just rent.
Yeah, just rent. Now, what do you think your utilities and that type of thing are going to be?
He said utilities are paid every 2 months, and we have an air conditioning unit. That's not common. So electricity will vary depend on how much we use the air conditioning. So he said every 2 months you go and pay the electric bill, and it'll be about $45 over the course of 2 months.
$45?
Yeah, for 2 months.
That's how much mine is a day.
Yeah.
That's and your place is probably bigger than mine.
Well, probably.
That's terrific. Congratulations. Yeah. You've had a heck of a week.
It has been a fantastic week. Yes. Yeah.
In a gorgeous country with nice people. Now, you haven't met any of are the neighbors in the new condo, do you think, in the complex? You think they're Mexicans, North Americans? What?
Well, we actually met one today by mistake. It was funny, but the realtor rang the wrong door, and he's, I think this is the one. And I'm like, I don't know, because the couches are blue and the couches and the one we're looking at are supposed to be red. So somebody came to the door and he's, no, this is not Prada. I live here. This one's not for rent. He said it's the 2 over, but the picture on the front of the listing had a wrong number on it.
Right.
But anyway, so it was good because we got to meet one of the people who lives there, and he's American. And he said he's been there since the place was built. It was built about 2 years ago, and he absolutely loves it.
Yeah. He loves it. He's American.
He's American.
And he's been there 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That is, you know what? It's just such a relief to know that you can. I got to be honest with you. In America today, it's frightening to move into a place because now, on my street is blue collar. Okay. Thank God. Because I don't like wealthy elite type people. But the home across the street came up for sale. And when I talked to the young couple, they were getting ready to move out. I said, all I ask you is one thing. Please do not sell this house to anybody with a loud boom box, because you don't know. And
No.
under the U.S. laws now, you cannot complain. In New York, it is a hate crime if you complain about an ethnic neighbor's boombox.
Oh, wow.
Well, actually, they call it a hurt crime. You've hurt the person's feelings. So
Oh,
there you hurt crimes, for God's sake. So there you are in a place where you don't have those kind of concerns.
no, no. And the
It's
neighborhood
wonderful.
we're in, yeah, it's got a walk score of 84. So it's where we're staying right now. It's our walk score is 0. I told you before, it's really not that walkable. I mean, we can do it, but we have to go out and do our things in the morning. That we can walk everywhere. We're right in between Ajijic and San Antonio, so we have nice walking distance to both towns. There, we can walk to restaurants. I think we're about a 5-minute walk to the market. Right next door to the complex it's a park. So there's fountains in the park. It's
Wow.
finished. So yeah, I'm so excited. So excited. You showed my happy picture before. I'm even happier now.
Folks, this is what you've been looking for. This is what you've been looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have questions, write to Charlotte and ask her about it. They can. It's your email address is Charlotte, right, at Escape Artist.
Yes. Yeah, at escapeartist.com. Or they can even go to the website, theescapeartist.com, and there is a contact form. So if they have a question for me, they can fill that out as well.
Great.
And it'll get sent to me. So
it will get sent directly to you. Good.
Yeah, it will get sent to me. So
good.
And if they're nice, I'll respond.
Well, there we go. As long as they're as long
No
as they're
profanity.
polite.
If you swear at me, I'm not going to respond to you.
Yeah, if they hurt, if they commit a hurt crime,
That's a hurt crime.
No response. No response. Well, that's just wonderful. So, how about restauranting this weekend? Have you gone much restauranting in the local neighborhood there?
We did, but actually, it was really disappointing. So
really,
we went to church on Sunday.
Right.
So we went to church for the first time. That's the first time in a long time we've been to church. Well, since we left Texas. And it was really nice, wonderful. That was probably 80% expats, and it was an English service. So we'll go back again. And they, very friendly people, invited us if we wanted to go for lunch. They go for lunch afterward. And we went, I think I've mentioned this before, where we are now, there's sort of like a strip mall. And there's restaurants and stuff in there. And there was an omelet place that I wanted to try called the Omelet House, and it had really good reviews. And that's where we went, and it was really disappointing. It was overpriced and just, meh.
How can you make a bad omelet? All it is eggs and cheese.
There was hardly anything in it. And my husband loves omelets. He can live on hamburgers and omelets.
Right.
And
Good.
So he got his omelet with, I think there's supposed to be 3 meats in it. And he was like, there's about, 1 slice of ham and one little, it was just meager, very meager. And I ordered, and see, this is the fault. This is why we need to, and it just came with a little salad on the side. So there was no toast, no nothing. It was just the omelet with a few little slices of meat in it. And I thought I was ordering something different. It was huevos del gusto, I think is how you say it. So I'm like, oh, that sounds good. Gusto, right? Okay, these got to be
gusto. Really. How can you go wrong with gusto?
What it means is eggs to taste. So I got a plate eggs to taste because I Googled it when we got back here.
Oh.
So I got 2 eggs, sunny side up, with a little bit of fruit on the side. That was all I got.
Terrible. We will not be going back there. We do not expect another report on that place. No. It's out. Okay. Okay, look, folks, we're always honest with you about life in Mexico. We give you the good and the bad. The good is all these incredible things you've heard, but stay away from the Omelet House.
Yeah. Sorry. It wasn't bad. And when we walked by, there have always been people there. Now, their crepes that came out looked good. I should have ordered a crepe. But, when they're an omelet house, you would think omelets should be their specialty. But
yeah, hey. You would expect good omelets.
We're going to try the sandwich place next door.
Yeah. That's why I love Burger King. I go to Burger King and they have great burgers. How hard is that? It's perfect. Yeah. All right. we're running up to our deadline now, but I want to talk about the magazine that you are the editor of, which you do a fantastic job, and which, folks, you need to subscribe to. There is my issue I just got. I think I got it 2 days ago. That's the cover, and fantastic magazine. Here is the table of contents. All right. Charlotte, you really do a beautiful, it is a great magazine. I'm serious when I say, folks, this is the best offshore magazine on the internet. Okay. Really, you've got to look at that. Look, it even has an article.
Yeah.
Let me point out here by my favorite writer.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
And I want to point out too, there's Carter Clues. The lovely lady there beside Mike, that's Amanda, his daughter. She's the one on the cover.
Yeah. Oh, she is the one on the cover.
She is the one on the cover. So
wow.
Yeah.
Mike Cobb's daughter.
Yeah.
Mike, folks, you know Mike because you every Friday at noon at Offshore Club, you watch his show, the Offshore Investment Report, because he is the offshore oracle. Now, let's tell them how you subscribe. I've made it so easy. You go to offshore.club and click where it is circled in red. Now, folks, it's not going to be circled in red when you get to Escape Art. I'm not offshore.
You should maybe do that.
Escapeartist.com. Yes.
I might help my web designers do that. Can you put a circle around that?
Click on that, and the two choices drop down, and one is this magazine, right? Use the right page, which is a great magazine. Yeah. They are. It's. I have read this one now, not just my article, but all of them, and you do a great job, Charlotte. It is a good magazine.
Thank you.
How much does it cost them a year?
It's $79 a year.
A year.
A year.
Yeah. Folks, you should have to pay more than that just for my article, let alone the entire magazine.
Yeah, we've got fantastic writers, and we're adding on all the time. You know, this month we had 2 new ones, one from Tipolis and Free Private Cities, Alexander Voss. Michael from Liberland put an article in.
Oh, good.
So, yes, we're always working at upping our game and improving. So
it's terrific. So, folks, go to the website, Escape Artist. I said offshore.club. I couldn't stop plugging myself. Escapeartist.com. Go to the red circle. Well, it's not really circle. There it is. Subscribe, and you are going to thank us for it. And because it's terrific. It is terrific. It is tremendous information and it beautifully done. I mean, it's a gorgeous magazine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we've got some guest writers in there as well that are expats and have left either Canada or the United States that share their stories too. So that's why, Amanda's on the cover there telling about her, because she moved to Nicaragua when she was 2. So what it was growing up, and how that flourished her dancing career. So that's
fantastic.
How that
So information and entertainment, both in one magazine for $79 a year. You can't beat it. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's fantastic. And thank you for joining us once again today for Charlotte's Wandering Web. This is just a great show. Thank you. And congratulations on all your accomplishments last week. Yeah. And we'll look forward to what's coming next week.
Great. We're going to Guadalajara tomorrow. So.
Oh, you are? So we'll get the report on that. All right, folks, that's what you have to look forward to. Thank you, Charlotte. Terrific. Once again, folks, there you go. Charlotte's Wandering Web, the Escape Artist Magazine. Seriously, go to it and subscribe. Insiders Magazine, the best international magazine on the web. Okay, you download it. Hours of reading pleasure, $79 a year. You can't beat it. So as I tell you every episode, let's do this thing.